Hello, Margaret. Thanks for joining us today. We're really looking forward to hearing from you about the Community Development Trust.
Hello, Rosie. I'm very pleased to be here.
Oh, good. Yeah, so let's get started. Why do you think the trust is important for Launceston?
Well, it was set up by a like-minded group of people who were interested in bringing community projects to the fore, and hopefully to get people engaged with and benefit from. But I was brought in when I was mayor and managed to kind of land the chair fairly quickly. So I'm not really bringing lots of skills, except that I keep them all together, as it were, when we have meetings.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. And yeah, so what is the trust sort of hoping to achieve for the community?
Well, the first major project is a building project at Prout Corner, and planning is in at the minute, and this is going to be for 30 sustainable houses and a community orchard. And the emphasis on this will be houses with space around them so that you're not all crammed in together, and renewable energy to keep them heated and to make them comfortable. They're going to be offered to local key workers. So, and they'll be affordable in the proper sense of the word. You know, they're not going to be a con. There will be affordable housing for people who otherwise wouldn't be able to afford a house with as much space around it as there is. And the community orchard will be benefiting the whole of the community.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, so that sounds like a brilliant project to sort of.
Planning permission was refused once, and it's gone back to the drawing board, and it's in the process of being reviewed now. So we'll soon know, and then the project can start.
Fantastic. And what does the trust need from the community? What sort of correspondence do you need?
Well, first of all, we need the people to buy the houses. That would be the most important thing. But I think we need to make the community aware of what the trust is doing. And I think Ellie's helping this with her Facebook frontage and questionnaires that her and Jacob, who is the other member of staff involved, are kind of raising the profile quite well by their social media contact. But it's not everybody who does social media.
No.
So it's making people aware. We've had an exhibition, we've been to the marketplace, but it's continuous try to educate people, really.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, for instance, the ethos of the community development is really important so that people engage. For instance, a community orchard could benefit wildlife groups, or it could benefit walking groups or people with mental health difficulties. So it's really kind of getting out there and getting people engaged, to be honest.
Yeah, brilliant. And obviously the projects you're sort of doing are very much community projects. What sort of impact do you think it will have to, you know, make it clear that the community is involved and you do want, you know, the residents to be involved in, you know, the processes behind these projects?
Well, I hope that this community have a sense of belonging to the town. I think that's really important.
Yeah.
It's so easy to move to a town and not feel that you're part of it. Yeah. And I think it's really important that, you know, we get that right. And the second project is Active Launceston, which they're doing lots of work on. And I mean, that's all to do with health, fitness, well-being. And that will be really exciting because it's bringing different factors together in the town, you know, the town council, the county council, CDT, working together. So, you know, with a bit of luck, we'll actually talk to each other and make it work for the town.
Yeah, for sure. And you are quite well known in Launceston. What does the word community mean to you?
Well, when I go shopping, in normal times, what should take 5 minutes takes about 2 hours. because I see so many people I know. But having said that, I think that's part of the charm of the place. And I suppose it's because I've worked in this place and if I think about it, I've kind of gone through thousands of people in my teaching life who now often still live in town.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like belonging to the town, really.
Yeah.
And the town council has been interesting. And when I was mayor, you know, I kind of emphasised young people because I'm still very passionate about keeping young people here to live. I think we need jobs here, and we need a life here for people to think, yeah, I can stay here rather than have to disappear into big cities. You know, it's most important.
Yeah.
Both my children have been away but come back again because that's what they wanted to do, you know, and I think that lots of people feel the same about that, really.
Yeah. Yeah, and what is your favourite part about Launceston, or your favourite thing about it?
Well, when I look out of my window and I see the view of the castle, I think how lucky I am. That's absolutely great. So scenery is really super. What else do I like? I love our independent shops.
Yeah.
I think that they've done amazingly through lockdown because they've found other ways of surviving, and I think it has been survival.
Yeah.
And I think that events that we have in the town are very well represented now. You know, we have all sorts going on. When I hear somebody say there's nothing to do, I think, my goodness, there's loads to do in the town. But if we can enhance those things through CDT, it makes life even better for everybody living here.
Yeah. And how can people find out a bit more information about the projects, and if they want to get involved as well, like if you need volunteers, say, for anything, how can people sort of find out more about that?
Well, I think we've got to raise the profile for a start, and I think Ellie's doing a great job. Before Ellie came along, it was very flat, to be honest.
Yeah.
But her enthusiasm and working with Jacob is quite refreshing, to be honest with you. But I mean, the website is not bad. I had a good look at the website, and that's quite informative. But Facebook is the other thing. But there's still people who don't use that. Yeah. And therefore we've got to do something to get to the other people. And I don't know whether it would be worth sending leaflets around to people, or whether people would just shunt things into the recycle bin. I don't know, really. But whatever we do, I mean, an interview on Radio Cornwall, because lots of the people who don't have Facebook listen to Radio Cornwall, I think. Yeah. That would be quite a good move. Maybe once the housing gets off the way, we could get the television people involved. Yeah. Because that will be quite a major project. But it's going in at all media angles to get as many people aware as we possibly can, I think.
Yeah, so that's one of your main priorities then, is to sort of push, you know, your message and what you want to do.
To raise the profile, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right. And yeah, is there anything else you'd like to add? Anything else you think people should know about?
Well, I think we need to get some more interested people who would become directors with us, who've got skills that they could offer. But I think Ellie will look after that and make sure that we do a bit of advertising on that score. Yeah. And we've just got to keep going, really. I mean, there have been times when we've had a couple of directors who have resigned, and I wonder whether it wasn't fast moving enough, or whether their other commitments were so great that they didn't feel that they were giving enough. Yeah. And I often feel that, to be honest, because I think, well, I don't know what I am doing, but then all I can do is talk and hope that I can encourage people to join, really. Yeah.
So, because is it a volunteer sort of led, you know?
Oh yeah, it's all volunteer, and people buy shares in it. So the shares can be from £1 to £10,000 if you want to put as much as in that into it. I mean, most people put, say, £10 to £20 in.
Yeah.
But they can become part of the Community Development Trust then.
Yeah. Okay.
So they have a vote, you know, if they come to annual general meetings, they'll probably get lumbered with a job. Because that's what normally happens if you go to AGMs.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All
So
right.
yeah, you guys really want to raise the profile and obviously spread the word about the things you're doing. So
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to add at all?
Well, perhaps we ought to mention the Forest for Launceston, because that's taking off big time.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's going to be out at Pennygillam.
Okay.
And there's a Just Giving page for that, and it's already raised £6,000, which is amazing. You know, that's huge. So it just shows that there is interest there.
Yeah.
If people have been willing to do that, they've certainly kind of taken on board the project, I think. So, you know, that's going to be quite an exciting one. And Sam, now then, I think he's Virgo Brown, but I'm not quite sure his other names, but he's just joined us as a director, and he's been very involved with Forest for Launceston.
Yeah.
So that's the third project, which I think will be really good to watch.
Yeah, fantastic. That's one to look out for then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you very much, Margaret, for speaking to us, and yeah, good luck with everything.
That's right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay.